Now, Iran has said it is once again closing the Strait of Hormuz to commercial vessels while warning that any ship that attempts to enter the key waterway could be targeted. In a statement, the Iranian Revolutionary Guards have announced that any attempt to approach the Strait of Hormuz will be considered as cooperation with the enemy and will be treated as a target. Iran's parliament speaker and senior negotiator Mohammad Ghalibaf has announced that Tehran remains in control of the strait and restrictions on traffic through the strategic waterway will be reimposed. Speaking during an interview to Iranian media, Ghalibaf slammed the continuous US naval blockade of the strait, calling it foolish and ignorant decision.
If there is a strait here, we are here, and everyone who wants to go through it, let them all go through except us. Is this even possible? This is also a mistake on top of a mistake. Naturally, I said that if they don't lift the siege, traffic in the strait will definitely be limited, restrictions will come.
Amid these developments, a report in the Wall Street Journal says that the US military is preparing to board and seize Iran-linked oil tankers and commercial ships in international waters. Well, this would be a significant expansion of the US naval blockade in the Strait of Hormuz. The report suggests that the move is intended to force Iran to reopen the strait and also make concessions on its nuclear program, both of which are among the key issues in negotiations between the Iranian and the US side. Earlier this week, Tehran had declared the strait open after a ceasefire was struck between the Israeli and the Hezbollah's side. And amid this showdown over the Strait of Hormuz, President Donald Trump has said that talks with Iran are still underway but warned Tehran of trying to blackmail Washington. Speaking to reporters at the Oval Office, Trump said that Tehran was trying to get a little cute by trying to close the strait again.
Later, we have very good conversations going on. It's working out very well. They got a little cute, as they have been doing for 47 years, and nobody ever took them on. We took them on. They have no Navy. They have no Air Force. They have no leaders. They have no nothing. Actually, their leaders it is regime change. You call that enforced regime change. But we're talking to them. They wanted to close up the strait again, as they've been doing for years. And they can't blackmail us.
In fact, we earlier spoke with Stephen Ghalibaf from California, who's a political analyst and a lawyer, an excerpt of what he makes of the current evolving situation.
I hope I'm not being overly optimistic, but yes, I think there's certainly a possibility of talks taking place. And once again, with Trump, you have to keep in mind that he says all sorts of things and then turns around and says something else the next hour or the next day, or what he has been saying has been proven absolutely wrong. So if he makes certain vows about either no negotiations or we're going to do this or going to do that, he just, and not just in the context of the war with Iran, he will turn around or even sooner and reverse that. So I don't want to sound unduly optimistic, but I certainly think that the two sides are talking or will continue to talk. And hopefully, in the meantime, the military actions they take, such as the attacks, the unfortunate attacks on India-linked vessels trying to get through the Strait of Hormuz, hopefully those won't escalate.